all of us are happy and, in fact, delighted to share our suggestions or offer our suggestions to people we know, sometimes even people we don't know. Unlikely that there are exceptions of someone saying, no, I am someone who lives for myself, I don't suggest anything to anyone. But it's useful probably now to take a step back, look at what a suggestion truly means and how does it work in our life. So let's say I offered a suggestion to person B. If the person B takes up on the suggestion, works on it, indeed I am happy. Does the story end there? Now, if that works for him, do I expect him to come back and tell me that, I implemented your suggestion and I benefited from it? Thank you. Do we expect this? Because if we do expect, it was not a suggestion. It was in the mode of an advice. Because there is an expectation seeded at the moment of offering the suggestion. Next, another way, I offer the suggestion, he doesn't take up on it. How am I placed at that moment? Am I all right? Am I comfortable? Do I push it on him, thrust it on him, expect him to take it up? If I am, once again, it is not a suggestion. Or let us say, my good fortune, he took up on my suggestion, he implemented it, and then later, he does not attribute it to me, he attributes it to somebody else. Person so and so told me to do, and it was a great advice, great idea, and it worked for me. Am I getting offended? Again, is it a suggestion? Now, the definition of suggestion or the clarity, if it is there with me at the moment of offering it, everything changes. At the moment the suggestion is offered, there is no identity for that suggestion anymore, because suggestion presupposes that it is at the disposal of the other person. That other person might take up on it, might not take up on it, might value it, might absolutely say it is trash. Any which way I should be comfortable. So, coming back, there are multiple ways. Either he takes up on it or he does not take up on it. Now let's say one more situation. He did not take up on it. Later, we come to realize that because he did not implement the suggestion, there was a failure. What will I do? Do I run up to the person and say, look, I told you that day? Again a problem. Again, I have expectation that he should have implemented. Now, in all of this, most of the time, we associate our identity, we have a load of expectation at the moment of offering the suggestion, and therefore, it perhaps never ever classified as a suggestion, it was an advice. In fact, in many situations, it even crosses the boundary of advice and goes into an instruction that I am telling you to do this, except it wears the mask of suggestion. It happens when I am interacting with a child, with my child. Beta, I suggest you do like this, and the child doesn't do. I told you so many times. Now, was that ever a suggestion? So, when I rewire myself, my mind, that I indeed offer this as a suggestion, and how can that happen? That can happen only when I turn the tables. when I start to look at myself deeply, how many times people have offered their suggestions to me and I have implemented them? Am I comfortable to take upon everything that anyone else is coming and telling me? And if I am not, if I like my own way to be implemented, why is it not fair for me to expect that the other person also has a right to implement his or her way? That is the law of life. Each one is unique. The moment I look at it from myself, I'm able to now look at the other person and offer him the right to decide whether he will take up on a suggestion or not. And this intent, a rewiring of the intent, will determine whether I will remain peaceful or I am going to be restless and uncomfortable on the outcomes that arise at the time of that person implementing or not implementing, or taking up or not taking up on my suggestion.